Andy.
Mr. Savage, how are you?
Very good, brother. Very good. Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, it is to you as well, sir. I'll just say it there, Mr. Savage. You know, whenever we do an interview, and when we did one in Milton Keynes, you said to me, when it comes to fight week, it's no longer Alen Babic, it's the Savage who's there. Talk to me about that switch of mentality. We know that you and Tom have spoken very highly of each other. You've got on very well up until this point. Will it be harder to kind of really tune into the Savage mode, knowing how well you get on with Tom?
No, listen, that was the same thing was last time with Neil Kennedy. You know, he was such a good guy. And now I'm good. I'm chilled. But when I got into that ring, it was again the same stuff. You know, I can't control it, and I don't want to. You know, I just let him do all the dirty work, and I'm gonna be good with Tom after. But I don't want now to look at him or talk to him or stuff like that. You know, Savage doesn't want to. You know, he doesn't care. I just wanna. He's my nemesis. You know, on the Saturday 21, and it's gonna be done with. It's gonna be dealt with. You know.
Tom and yourself have both promised that this will be a terrific fight, a fan-friendly fight on Saturday night. Everybody knows what to expect from yourself, as we do with Tom. Is there a pressure at all to make sure that this does live up to the expectations that you both have set for this fight?
Well, listen, I think the pressure is on him, you know, because I do the same thing every time, and that is the beauty of it, because nobody can do nothing against it. He knows my game plan. It's to knock him out since second one, you know. So all the pressure is on him because I just leave my Savage, and he does the same time every time. Every time I'm gonna do the same stuff until somebody knocks me out unconscious, and I don't see that happening with Tom Little, you know, because I don't think he has a punch. He didn't really win a fight in like 2 years. So I think it's not very realistically he can put up some kind of resistance. I don't know, but let's see. You know, it's the same. I don't underestimate Tom Little. He's been in there with top guys. You know.
Alan, Tom said that if this fight goes past 5 rounds, he will see it as a long fight. Do you believe that's true? Do you believe that yourself? Do you think this fight will stop before maybe the 5th round? And if it doesn't, then it's going to be a long fight.
Listen, Hrgovic stopped him in fourth, so I gotta do it before. You know, I don't like Hrgovic, so I do everything to to do him wrong. You know, so I think it's gonna be over much sooner than 5. Yeah. But I would like to actually, I would like to go to the deeper rounds to show the people, because I do on my sparring sessions 8 rounds, 100 punches per round, every round. So it would be good for people to see. So if you can take me there, I'll be grateful. I really would. You know, for now I have 5 fights, only 10 rounds. So if he can take me longer than every single than all of those 5 guys, I'll be grateful. You know, I mean,
Alan, that's my final question. I'll speak to you another time. Thank you.
thank you, brother. See ya.
Thanks, Andy. If we go to James from Pro Boxing Fans next, please.
Hi, Alan. How you doing?
Hello, James. Hello again.
Just a few from me. First, obviously, Tom Little. Should you get past him, who are you looking at? Who are your targets next?
Well, listen, I said I want to fight in December also. People are kind of, oh, this is a full-time job for the Savage. As long as people want to see me, I'm going to fight. I don't care. I would like it to be a giant. You know, Tom Little is a giant. He's much bigger than me. That's what I like. For the next fight, I would like even bigger if they can find one, you know.
You mentioned Tom Little's a lot bigger than you. Does that pose any different threat to you?
No, what threat, bro? Listen, people don't know. People forget that real, true heavyweights are 90-something kilos heavier. You know, they're not over 110, 115 kilos, 2 meters. It's very hard to move around, and you can't block 100 punches when you have 2 meters and 100. People don't get it. You know, I got that, and I see it as an easy fight. When I get the bigger man, it is the easier fight for the Savage.
And also, you was linked with Dave Allen before. He has announced his retirement. Just get a reaction from you. How do you feel, and do you think he's made the right choice?
Well, I think he is. You know, every time somebody said he want to retire from boxing, that's the truth. You gotta listen to him, and I wish him all the best. I think he did an amazing job. I was his fan. I'm still his fan. I think he did an amazing job from nothing, from scrap to gold. You know, and I really am happy for him. I wanted that fight, so I'm kind of a little bit annoyed, but I do want that fight still. But I think he's gonna get back. If he returns, Savage is gonna be here. With a couple of more KOs on the record. But if he ever returns, I want to fight him. But for now, I wish him all the best in his retirement.
And just the last one from me. You mentioned you're not very friendly with Filip Hrgovic. There's talk of Hrgovic versus Michael Hunter. How would you see that fight going if that were to happen?
Well, I'm not good with him, but I think he would beat Hunter. I know he's a very good boxer because we have the same coach, same trainer. So I respect him boxing wise. I don't think he's like a man. He's shit, but boxing wise, he's very good. I think he would beat Hunter. I think he's too technical, and he's a good boxer.
Fantastic, Alen. All the best, and speak to you soon.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, James. If we go to Ames from Boxing News TV next.
Ames here for Boxing News TV. Pleasure to meet Alen. How are you?
Hello, very good, brother. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Just whilst we were talking about Filip Hrgovic, what was your reaction to his fight against Rydell Booker?
That's a boring fight. Tell me one boxing fan who waited for that fight. No one, bro. Boring fight. I don't know what to say. It was a sparring. It was a bad sparring session.
I spoke to Nissa Sauerland and Filip Hrgovic. They said that they had offered you the fight in the past and you and your team had went quiet. Is that true? You were offered the fight?
They never offered the fight. What was he talking about? It's crazy, bro. He will never fight me. I know he wouldn't. I'm going to make him fight me. He will fight me eventually, but he never offered the fight. That's not true.
Forget Filip Hrgovic for now. You're fighting Tom Little. As Andy mentioned earlier, you two seem to have a banter and friendship between you. Will it be hard to flick that savage switch because of the friendship?
No, like I said to him also, Neil Kennedy was a friend of mine also. He was even, he's a good man, and I didn't want to hurt him, but Savage doesn't care. I don't care about Tom Little till after the fight. And then we're going to have a beer, we're going to have everything. We can do whatever, but no, I don't care about that stuff. I have no sympathy. He's my nemesis on the 21st, and that's it.
Have you seen this hippopotamus thing he's done, and do you think he'll try and get under your skin?
Yeah, it's funny. I like it. I like every single one. I like it. Listen, Tom is a very, very cool guy, and like I said, he never did something to talk against me. No, he's very respectful to me, because I think he respects me. He respects my power. He talks about it often and stuff, and there's no bad blood between Alen and Tom. Savage gotta do the business, but between Alen and Tom, there's no bad blood.
Do you think if you go in there and blast out Tom in a couple of rounds, do you think you'd get the credit, or do you think you'd get more credit if you went a few rounds with him and then beat him?
Listen, people want to see me beat them up in one round. I'm all about the fans. I don't think fans want to see me. I can stand with Tom for 8 rounds. Why? Why would I do that if I can take him out? And it's just not my style. I will be fooling you. I will be fooling my audience. I'll be fooling my fans. I want to go in there and I'm ready to die in that ring. And I'm not going to do that by boxing with Tom, by jabbing. I don't care about that. This is a whole nother different level. He's going to see it. It's a whole different level. I'm going to be on him since first millisecond.
And Alen, I want to get your thoughts. There's been this recently announced bridgeweight division. You're kind of you're in that range. Do you have interest in that division?
Well, of course I do. But I heard it's going to be Nissa Sauerland's going to operate that. I don't know. So I doubt it. He's going to give me a shot. But of course I'm interested. If people want to see it, I'm in, because that is my weight. Right now I'm about 100 kilos. I think bridgeweight is still 101. So I couldn't even make the heavyweight anymore. But I do want to fight the giants. I still want to be the heavyweight champion. That was always the dream. And you saw a lot of people talk shit about my weight, but they stopped now. Nobody talks nothing now. I'm much smaller than Tom Little. Nobody said it, because I bring it, and you'll see. Tom Little is the biggest guy I fight yet. So you're going to see it. He's not going to be physically stronger. He's not going to punch harder. He's not going to do nothing. The center of the ring is mine.
And finally, for me, there's a lot of love for you on these shows from what we've seen of you. How have you taken to that, people being so receptive of you and wanting to see more of you?
It was just beautiful. Just listen, I have 3 fights in two months. that's all because of the fans, you know. And I'm just so grateful. Even the Savage gets all mushy when he talks about fans, you know. I just love it. I love my fans. They're crazy. They're crazy, you know. They're fucking crazy. Sending me stuff every day. You know, every day I get 5, 6, 7 messages. I read them all. I can't answer them all because that's be all that I do whole day. But I appreciate every single message, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna die in the ring for you. You know, I'm gonna give you my heart. You know, I'm gonna give you back.
All the best for the weekend, Alen. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, James. If we go to Danny Flexen for seconds out next.
Hi, Alen. How you doing?
Hello, how are you, sir? Very good.
Good, thank you. I just wanted to ask, you've been very busy so far, despite the pandemic. You've managed to get a lot of fights. What's the secret behind that activity? Why is everyone calling you, wanting you on all the time?
Well, I think it's the fans because I realized pretty early because it's not the boxer. I sell it to the fans. You know, if the fans want to see me, Eddie Hearn's gonna call me. You know, if the fans don't want to see me, I can dance on my head, but nobody wants to see that. You know, so it's just my style. You know, it's just the old school style of box. People miss it. You know, and I take no. I play no games in boxing. You know, I just go all in. I go all out war every time. People know it's gonna be all out war.
And there's most fighters out there when they turn pro, at least if they've got a good amateur background, they want to win a world title one day. If you're British, there's a stepping stone, there's a journey, you know, British, European, Commonwealth, and then you get to a world ranking and so on. What's your path? When you look to the future, how do you get to that top level?
Well, listen, I just want to entertain. Really, that's why I'm different. I don't look at. I don't know nothing about it. Dillian Whyte manages my career. I trust him completely. So he is 100% in charge. I just want to please the fans. He just sends me a name. I didn't ask for Tom Lee. I didn't ask for Neil Kennedy. I didn't know who he was. I didn't ask for Chandel Winters. They just sent me a name. I say yes, and I'm gonna be like that all the time. That's why Eddie Hearn also likes him because he can put me in with anybody. Put me in with a Godzilla. Let's do it. You know, it's no problem.
And something I asked Fabio Wardley yesterday, who's also part of Dillian Whyte's team. Although you're obviously unhappy that Whyte's fight with Povetkin got delayed, is there a positive side in that the undercard fighters like yourself will now get a lot more attention on Saturday?
No, I would never look like that. You know, I'm missing Dillian. You know, I hope he's gonna be here for the fight night. It would be much better if he's here. You know, so no, I never look at it like that. This is the first time I hear it. No, Dylan is my guy. You know, and I wish him all the best first because he made me. You know, he's the top dog. So you know, I can only hope to be good as Dylan one day. You know, with the fans and with everything.
Thanks, Alen. Really appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.